Well, here we go. Here's the Skywalker completed airframe build. In a bit of a small room, unfortunately, but we've got the wings on there. So what we'll do, we'll take those off in a minute, have a look inside. So here's some of the bits that I've added that I think might help. I've put I mean, it's cricket bat repair tape actually, because it's the cheapest way of getting it on eBay. It's about 25mm width. I've just put some strapping across the wings there on the leading edges, because that's where the elastic bands will go, and some round the back here, because obviously it is like foam and the elastic bands will just eat into it. So there we go. So let's have a little look at the wings first. Bear with me while I just sort out all the bits and pieces. So we've got a lot of room to work in here. So there we go, there's the wings, just with the strapping tape across the top. We use the tape for the hinging as well actually. And here's the control surfaces, the control horns. So servos are hot glued in. Little bit of the old fibre tape over the top just to stop them coming out. There's a hinge, so we've I used Zaki to glue the hinge in. Then what I did is I got a small piece of plywood on the back, drilled a couple of holes in it just so it pushed into there. It's really just from old days of modelling experience of control horns ripping out of surfaces under extreme flight loading. So hopefully that should prevent that. And then we've got some very thin gauge wire here, which is quite flexible. That might be a little bit of a concern, because just a bit concerned that might sort of bend a bit under stress in flight, but we'll see how that goes on the maiden voyage. So like I said, it's obviously the an FPV plane. We're just at the point now where we're ready to put the electronics in it, and we'll have a little look at that later. So there's the wings. Seem pretty tough. I think they're going to be okay. So let's have a little look at the airframe, see what we did with that. Start on the back first. There's obviously the servos. They're hot glued in again. Same thin gauge wiring. And obviously there's the elevator at the top there, obviously with the same little plate on the back. Stop it tearing out. Haven't bothered on the rudder. Don't use that a great deal, so not too concerned about that. One thing we did add was we added a spar inside here, a 3mm, just to strengthen that a bit. And then I've also put some, if we look from the back there, some cross spars, because it seemed quite flexible, the tail plane, so didn't want to take a chance with that. So I've just put a couple of spars in there and literally just pushed them in, hot glued them. So makes it nice and solid round the back. Bit of the old fibre tape just in various places down the fuselage there. That was really just to hold it together while it's gluing, but obviously adds a bit of strength. There's a tube in here. I think you can see the blue tube there, because this is obviously where the video transmitter is going to sit. And that tube is to allow the wiring to go neatly into the fuselage. Put a bit of fibre tape down the back here as well, because obviously that's going to drag along the ground. We'll also add some at the front here at some point, but I mean, it's a nice model, seems to have joined quite well. So particular kit, we didn't get any dowels, so I've just got some 6mm wooden dowel that I've added into the foam. You see I've like Zaki'd them in, and then I've added some hot glue around here and then some tape, because it did seem like they could actually pull out through the foam, so I didn't really want to take any chances there. And you can see at the front here what I did was I've actually inserted some plywood in here that the dowel runs through, just to strengthen it. And I did it at the back, but you can't actually see it, so there it is. Obviously being a Skywalker, there's tons of room in here. I didn't bother with a door this side. I've put a hatch on this side here. Let's just spin it round. Try not to knock the tail plane off. There we go. So we've put a little handle on it, so you can open it up. I will get some magnets going in here just to keep it shut. but that's going to be a good access to the electronics. And you can see I've put some tape just around the edges here, again just to sort of strengthen the opening hatch really. Put a bit of tape across where the wings sit as well. So I've just put some tape in some various places really where I think we might need it for a bit of strengthening. There's a motor mount. What we're going to do is I'm going to make, because you can see when the motor sits on the back, where the motor screws on it overlap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a bigger disc that goes over this entire area here, and then I'll screw the motor to the back. And this is a motor something we just picked up off eBay. Quite a powerful job, spinning a 9x6 propeller, and obviously he'll obviously screw onto the back there. Should give it plenty of power. You can see the motor actually come with a 10x6, but you can see that would have cut the fuse though. I mean, a 9x6 is just about 5mm clearance there, but that's enough as long as it misses. So then that'll go on there. So then that's basically like I say, the airframe complete, ready to go. And here's the hatch for canopy. We're going to put a bit of 3.6mm ply on here, and this is where here's our little baby camera. He's going to sit on there. We're not going tilt for now, because it's only having a 200 milliwatt video transmitter, so it's relatively short range for now, couple of kilometres, because we're just running standard Futaba radio gear. I mean, here we go. Me mate got me this, he's a good lad. Look at that little bit of a Futaba in there. We're going to be running it all off this, and obviously here's all the bags of Eagle Tree electronics that we're going to get wired in there. We've got the OSD, GPS, got a Guardian we're going in there. So basically we'll have a look at it when it's all completed, and then we'll do a little video of the first flight. Hopefully it won't have any ground proximity incidents, and it'll all be good. So check back, see how it goes. Bonjour.